Shockley Evangelistic Ministries presents Moments in Bible Prophecy, where today's headlines meet God's holy word. Moments in Bible Prophecy is an exciting international radio broadcast originating from Key West, Florida in the USA.
This is Ukrainian radio. In this half-hour broadcast of Radio Ukraine International, you will hear the news bulletin, Ukrainian Perspective, a program of news reports and commentaries, and our regular feature, Reading Lounge, presenting literary works by famous Ukrainian writers and poets.
First, the news read by Ivan Zhezhera. 2 Ukrainian troopers were killed and 2 more were wounded during Monday clashes with pro-Russia separatists. Presidential administration spokesman Alexander Muduzyan said this at a Tuesday briefing in Kyiv. According to him, it happened in the afternoon in Luhansk region. The enemy tried to outflank us, overrun our positions, and make his way deeper into the government-held territories. Ukrainian troops fought back, so the enemy was forced to retreat, said the official. The presidential administration spokesman added that using the ceasefire to their advantage, engineers of Ukraine's armed forces continue to strengthen defenses along the entire front line in Donbass. The Trilateral Contact Group for Settlement of Donbass conflict resumed negotiations in Minsk on Tuesday, Belarusian Foreign Ministry said. According to the ministry, the talks on the settlement have begun with a meeting of working groups coordinators. These were the groups for political, humanitarian, and economic affairs, as well as for security. Ukraine was represented by its permanent representative in the group, ex-President Leonid Kuchma. Leaders of pro-Russia separatists announced Tuesday that militants of the so-called Donetsk People's Republic would release 2 Ukrainian servicemen in exchange for 4 pro-Kremlin mercenaries. However, as of Tuesday evening, there was still no information on results of the session or actual exchange of prisoners of war. It is unacceptable for local elections to be held in areas in Donbass currently uncontrolled by the Ukrainian government in defiance of Ukrainian legislation. Ukrainian Foreign Minister Pavlo Klimkin said this during a meeting with Federica Mogherini, EU High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy and Vice President of the European Commission. Holding the elections will disrupt the implementation of the Minsk agreements and will affect the political settlement of the conflict, Klimkin said. The diplomats also confirmed that they share a common stance on the launch of the deeper and comprehensive free trade area between Ukraine and EU on January 1st, 2016. They also paid special attention to the implementation of the action plan on visa liberalization with the EU for Ukrainian citizens and preparation for the signing of the agreement on common aviation space between Ukraine and the EU. The European Parliament will send its monitors to observe the local elections in Ukraine on October 25th, said head of the EU delegation to Ukraine, Jan Tombinsky. The European Parliament intends to send its representatives to Ukraine. It is not common for the European Parliament to send monitors to local elections, but considering the situation in your country, we are ready to take this step, and I believe it will be justified, Tombinsky said in Kyiv on Tuesday. The Polish government approved granting of the loan worth 100 million euros to Ukraine. Certain requirements were set for Kyiv to obtain it. Prost, a Polish media outlet, reports. Ukraine will have to meet certain requirements. For example, the share of Polish deliveries of goods and services in the total volume of deliveries financed by the loan may not be less than 60%, reads the article. President of Ukraine Petro Poroshenko and his Polish counterpart Andrzej Duda are expected to meet during the UN General Assembly session in New York in late September. This has been announced by the press service of the Polish president. The exchange of official visits at the highest level would also take place by the end of the year. President Andrzej Duda has been invited to Kyiv. President Petro Poroshenko, in turn, will visit Poland, the press service said in its report. Ukraine's foreign ministry has not so far commented and did not specify the details of the meeting in New York. That was the news prepared and presented by Ivan Shashenko.
This is Radio Ukraine International with Ukrainian perspective. Approved news, reports and commentaries. I am WRMI and the studio producer is Lyudmila. The number of enemy attacks on Ukrainian positions reached the minimum for the last year and a half, said Defense Minister Stepan Kukar. Before the government session in Kyiv on Tuesday, the official confirmed that 2 Ukrainian servicemen were killed in a fight with enemies organizing a sabotage group in Luhansk region. However, presidential administration spokesman Alexander Motuzyanek said the overall situation in the combat area remains almost calm.
По лінії розмежування від станиці Луганської і до Світлодарська вчора було тихо. Донецький напрямок.
It was quiet in the vicinity of Luhansk. An enemy provocation took place near Mayorsk, Donetsk region, where militants opened fire from small arms and kept shooting for some 20 minutes. Apart from that, it was calm across the combat area, said Alexander Motuzyanek. He noted that for the first time since the 26th of May,